Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about leave and liberty at OCS. This is a video request that I received in the comments. Someone asked me to talk a little bit more about what is leave and liberty period like at Marine Corps OCS. So for those of you who are watching this video, you're probably headed to OCS. You probably already know that you do receive sort of a liberty period around week 5 typically. It will depend on, your company and, sort of the session that you're going in. But typically, if you're going to OCS, you're going to the 10-week course program, it'll be around week 4, week 5 that you get your first liberty period. What you need to know about liberty period, first and foremost, is that you are still being evaluated. In my opinion, the liberty period is there to kind of test how you will behave when you are not, sort of under the thumb of your sergeant instructors. They give you this liberty period not only to sort of rest your body, recover from the events, but also to see how you're going to behave when you're out in public. As an older guy going in, this is sort of not really an issue, but a lot of these guys who are joining the Marine Corps are 23, 24 years old, so still have a little bit of a young man's mindset. They want to see if you're going to fuck up. They want to see if you're going to go out, do something stupid. I believe that even if you get a speeding ticket, you can get dismissed from OCS for a speeding ticket. So yeah, you're being evaluated during that period. The bad thing about the leave period is that you never have a full grasp of exactly how much time you will have on any given weekend. And also, depending on your platoon, you may not even have a liberty period on a certain weekend. So it's very hard to plan if you have, family members who are in the area. It's hard to plan with them because you also can't communicate with them. You may have to stand watch. So the way it worked for Delta Company is there's 4 platoons in the company. And during the leave days, which are typically Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning. Saturday and Sunday, there will be a platoon that has duty. If your platoon is on duty, then you may have to stand watch. For my platoon, the way it worked is you had a 2-hour watch period. You could either be standing fire watch or you could be standing, sergeant of the guard, corporal of the guard, which means that you're sort of standing watch for the entire company. Also, each platoon will have someone who's standing watch, and those periods are usually 2 hours long as well. So essentially, it's like you never really have a full weekend because you will have to go stand watch. It's never like, oh, I'm getting 48 hours, I can just go do what I want. There might be one weekend where you get the full sort of 2 days, if you will. But I would just plan on those weekends you will have to stand watch at some point. And it will just kind of depend on your platoon and how you guys divvy up that time and schedule things. Hopefully you guys find a good method that makes it fair and just. People always end up upset regardless, but that's just kind of the name of the game. I think the last and most important thing to keep in mind about the leave period is that I think part of the idea behind the leave period is to test how you will spend that time. Are you going to use that time wisely? Because although there are some study periods throughout the period of instruction throughout the week, they're very few. You might get 1 hour or 2 hours of designated study time each week. But your exams, which are every week, will require you to do much more studying than that. And so if you're not spending time on the weekends studying, you will most likely fail. And I would spend on average 2 to 3 hours a weekend, whether it be making flashcards, reading through materials. You will have to actually study. And so that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, I hope that answers all of your thoughts or questions about leave. That's the best of my recollection. If there are any more specific questions, go ahead and ask them in the comments and I will address those as soon as I see them. So see you guys in the next video. If you like this type of material, like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.